Hi, Jessica. Thank you so much for sharing this piece. I know that it is super difficult to write something that you haven't written in years and then go on and share it with everyone. So thank you for letting me read it and letting me give you feedback on it. Um, Personally, I really enjoyed your piece. I thought it was a great argument. It's something I want to start doing in my classroom as well. So going back into your author's agenda, you had wanted me to look at your piece as to if it was persuasive rather than just, research based, and if there were any other persuasive techniques you could have included in your writing. So I kept those in mind as I went through. So I'll just jump right in. Um, I really liked how this beginning part was kind of a reflection, like think about it type thing. So you're thinking about, well, what are your actions doing? What are you seeing in the classroom? Because from what I'm getting from that section is that this is um, targeted towards all classroom teachers, all writing teachers. Um, so I liked that part. I felt like it was very clear to me who the audience was, and what you were going to be writing about. I highlighted and put this bottom part in blue because I really do like how the reasoning, the support. Because I see here, from what I understand, that's your thesis statement is you should let the student lead the conference. Um, and then you go in and you give you like loosely give the reasonings behind it. Um, Now, I wonder if I wonder if that might be a little much if you were going to make it more like elusive. Um, you could get rid of it, but I don't think you need to. I do wonder though, could you add on something about how it would improve writing performance as well? Um, so like a statement of it will make this happen, and improve student writing. Um, and make it very direct and very specific so that um, we know what to expect in the rest of the piece. Um, and then as I continue to read, I didn't highlight this section, but I meant to. Um, you start to talk about student resistant behaviors, and I do think it is very important that we talk about student resistance behaviors. Um, but I wonder if we could reframe this paragraph because as I look at it and as I read it, it's a little overwhelming to me. Just because as I'm reading, I'm noticing that you're using the same article in the same couple of pages. So I wonder if we could condense it into a couple solid descriptive paragraphs and then cite all of it because this by looking at it, it does feel a little more research based rather than persuasive. So I wonder if that might be a good place to just look at that again. Um, but I thought this last sentence here, these strategies can reduce the effectiveness of writing conferences. As a result, you'd be able to identify. I think that was great and that was very persuasive. Um, so the intentions of that paragraph are great. Um, And then as we go down, you start to talk about that bridging of trust. Um, I thought that this was a very supportive sentence. I thought that it was a good use of information. It wasn't just repetition of facts and stuff. I think it was super important, um, and it really explained your thinking. And then as I go through, you start to talk about you say providing your students I'm sorry, by proving to your students early that you can have their best interests at heart, you can reduce the time spent proving yourself, and you can maximize the amount of quality feedback you can provide for your students. I thought it was a very emotional way to wrap in teachers because we all want what's best for our kids. Um, I put that in blue because I wondered if you could have included something in your own classroom, if you've tried this or if you've not. If you have tried this, I wonder if by putting in um, that extra argumentative supportive, I also did this and here's what I saw. So that way it's not just facts from these articles, it's a personal experience as well. And then down here at the bottom, you wrap up your writing and you talk about as a result, your classroom will become a trust-filled environment in which students regard you as an expert. Um, I like this because again, it's that emotional feel. It is, it's convincing teachers that we all want this and we all crave this and this is a way we can get it. Um, again, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. Um, I wonder if we could also include how this will affect their writing, because writing is something that we want our kids to improve on, and it is something that um, we work to do. So I wonder if we could add in how, like, I'm trying to think of the right way to word it, how we can also say this is going to create relationships while at the same time improving their writing. Just I wonder if you could work that into the end somehow. Um, that's why I highlighted this. Like, what is that difference? Is it just relationships, or is it also relationships in writing? But I do like how you were talking about how it's trust filled and how they'll come to you. And I think that is so extremely important. Um, so overall, I enjoyed your piece. I thought it was great. Um, and I do feel now like I want to try a student led conference when I'm back in the classroom full time, um, and not virtual. I hope that made sense. I hope that was clear. If it wasn't, or if you have any other questions, just let me know, and I'm more than happy to help.